Hello, hello, hello there, my people. Yeah. So what's exactly going on the schedule of today? Well, today is going to be a focus mostly on Unreal because I've been saying for a long time that I actually want to do Unreal, and I kept kind of throwing it off. So, yeah. Now I'm going to do some Unreal because why not? And therefore, there we are. It is going to be something a little bit different. Going to be something that's going to be fun. Gonna have fun here. We're gonna have entertainment. It's an improvement over that 0.84 we saw last time because this is 0.864V. A very weird version number. But yeah, very complicated name, very simple version. And yeah, now we're in 1997 finally. That's kind of where we left off, was at the very end of 1996. And this one, yeah, is in 97. Uh, Specifically, it is in May 25th of 1997. Or actually, is it May 16th of 1997? It's all around there. It's in May of 1997. Seems like May 25th is a really good one. Alright, so let's load this thing up and see what happens. First of all, I actually need to get it so you can see the window. That will help. That usually helps, people. Just saying, that usually helps. Yeah, I didn't set any of this up because why would I? I'm crazy like that. I kind of just wait for the last second and then all of a sudden decide, why not do it now? Herp a derp. Yeah, let's see here. You can see that. Let's see if you can see like the logo when it starts up. No, you can't. All it is just a little small logo that says Unreal on it. It looks like the Sky logo. Interestingly enough. Yeah. So let's see here. Um, I'm looking for different stuff or whatnot, seeing if there's anything like actually interesting. Interesting stuff is interesting. What should we be doing? I guess we'll wander around aimlessly and see what exactly there is in this game. That would be a good start. Okay, so by default, I have a 600 by 400 window. As usual, very small window. Let's see here. What can we actually set it to? 600 by 400 is still the best. We can do like direct draw, but I think that'll mess it up, won't it? Yep, protection fault. So yeah, don't do direct draw. It's bad. Also, it's starting nice in 32-bit color. Can order Unreal, nice. I can see I can order Unreal. And you don't need to see my cursor. That looks annoying. So I'm gonna get rid of that. Okay. So let's see here. What's about Unreal say? And it doesn't help me at all because this is Windows 7 and doesn't really work with that. Let's see here what we have for our preferences. It's been a little bit of time, so I may completely forget exactly what's been there. Mouse look action is always on, sure. I'm not exactly sure how that'll work at all. Because reasons. Yeah, it's it's weird some of these controls. Like I said, I kind of forget what exactly was a thing. Oh look, we can increase the mixing rate, the audio to 44 kilohertz instead of 22. Just require a fast PC. Well, we have one. So there we are, 44. Because, that's fast. Totally. Okay, let's add some direct sound, I guess. That'll probably help. Not that I'm really hearing any sound right now, but, sure. What else do we have here? We have a video tab. Um, Everything's frozen. Everything is frozen. Oopsie. Let's close it and see what happens now. I probably have to redo all these settings, don't I? No? Okay then, that's good. I click on the video tab, it freezes. Yeah. First of all, why did I reset back to 22? It keeps resetting to 22 kilohertz. That stinks. I want to hear some cool sounds. But no. And now I go to a video tab and it's frozen. Now what? Whoopsie daisy. Yeah. So, don't click on video. It freezes. Like, it totally freezes. Okay, let's click on devices. It totally freezes. I like this version. Actions totally freezes. Well, this version feels totally unstable. Yeah, honestly, it's like, in comparison to the previous versions, the options aren't even working. Like, in the previous version, all these options were working fine. Now they've broken them. Okay, let's load up Hardware 3D. I don't even know. I could press like a Hardware 3D button, but I'm not sure if it does anything. I'm like, I don't know when Hardware 3D is on or not. It doesn't say anything. That doesn't help. Okay, let's show a log. Okay. No 3DFX detected. Okay. But yeah, we have like a mouse look actions always on, which is pretty useless because we don't really have full screen right now. That kind of kills the purpose, people. Like, yeah. Actually, can I make it full screen? Nope, it encounter protection fault. You really can't make it bigger right now, or the entire thing freaks out at you and yells at you and gets angry. Brilliant. Okay, and like I said, we also have like our audio setup, but it keeps resetting, and I don't really know if there's even audio in this version. Yeah. I don't know if I had the volume slider for both music and sound effects last time. That sounds pretty nice. Other than that, it looks view bobs when moving, standing still, and when moving. I'm not sure if that was there either. Like I said, but it's been a little bit of time. I could completely have forgotten. Mouse look is always on. Then why am I looking like I'm in Doom? Mouse look is always on. I turn mouse look off, it's still like that. So yeah, people, this version has to play a lot like Doom. You realize this feels like a downgrade. Like, we played everything from 1996, and honestly, I felt like 96 had its act together a lot more than this. We had actual stuff. Yeah. Let's see here. Okay, AWSD is working. Before it was always the arrow keys. Now it's AWSD. Well, that's interesting. And look, it's a quad shot. Yeah. Or is that a stinger? What the? What the? What is this? The stinger worked fine in the older version. It worked just like the final gun. Now we have this. Seriously, what happened? So this is why Unreal wasn't released this early. They broke the entire game. Why'd they do that? Seriously, I don't see any benefits so far. I'm just seeing now the gun is shooting one thing over and over in circles. Do I even have like a limit on ammo? So can I like just keep doing this? Yeah, this is totally a thing. This is totally a thing. I mean, I had alt fire. I'm trying to figure out how to like alt fire. I can't even figure out what my controls are because this version doesn't exactly work with controls. Like, it doesn't tell me any of the stuff it would before. It really stinks, this version. I hate this version, people. Like, there's nothing here in comparison to previous versions. Like I said, it feels like a massive downgrade. Like, look at this. Look at how projectiles work in this one. What's the point of this? Why is it doing this? Why? How does this make any sense or rational at all. It was working better than this. Okay, let's go this way. We got lighting effects. Yay. Honestly, I feel like even before we had like 800 by 600, we had a better resolution than this. So what happened? How does it go from that to this? The quad shot looks worse. Everything looks terrible. Unreal. They made everything terrible now. Oh look, a brute. Hi. And also, this is a total test version, so it's like we don't actually get anything like killing me. We don't even have like a risk this time around. Like, what happened to health function and everything? Like, seriously, is this the same game? Uh, he might have more limbs drawn in comparison to old versions. He looks different. Yeah, he looks very, very different from his older version. Like, we saw it in the previous one that he looked very, very different. Yeah. So, die! Oh yeah, this is totally an amazing game. I like this. Look at that, we got a big fat dude chasing me through the levels now. Help. Help, I have a big fat dude chasing me. He's angry. Help. Help. This is what we get. We get a giant fat dude. And we get diagrams. Oh no, it's the brute that, can't kill me. Seriously, what did they change in this version to make it better? It feels like it made it worse. And it's just a 3-room area with a brute. This was the test version? I feel like they were saying, let's see what happens if we do this. And this was the version that kind of broke everything. And that's kind of what we have here. Like, look at his AI. He's stuck at walking into a wall. About time. Like I said, the one thing about him is that he might be like big fat dude. I think he looks different than like past versions. I'm trying to like remember how he looked. See here, maybe I can even like look at it and we can get like a good view of like how he looked in general compared to now or something. Uh yeah, he before he just kind of looked, you know. How did I get to this view? Uh-oh. I accidentally got to a third person view. I don't know what I did. I'm scared. Help. I accidentally got to that and now I'm seeing a woman's butt. Help. 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 Well, I pressed space and somehow that reverted the entire game. Because of reasons. I could jump before, right? Jumping mechanics might be better, I'm not sure. I can bunny hop around. I just can't do much of anything else. It's like Quake, except, everything isn't working. Like, what happened to sound? Sound was there before, too. Well, this stunk. Okay, so we got 2 other levels to check out, because who wants to do 1 level when we can do 3? Okay, let's look at the scar. Well, that was a lot of room. But yeah, this is the test for the scar. Hi. How you doing? We're doomed. Look how he was, just like reacting. But yeah, here's the dude who will eventually be murdering me. It's just, he's kind of stupid. And I can't kill him. I can jump up and down. Hi. How you doing, buddy? You wanna kill me? Seriously, what is better about this version? Am I missing something here? Like, what have they improved upon? I'm not seeing much that they improved upon. We had scars, we had brutes, we had all this in the last version. Well, especially in the 0.63. And Then 0.6 forward had like a lot of technology improvements. And this version broke everything. Yeah. I'm not seeing really colored lighting anymore. I'm not seeing anything. Like, this is terrible. Oh, look at that. He can shoot shards at you. I think this is like every enemy in the game, and we don't have any guns to deal with them. Oh, look, it's an alley cow. That wasn't in previous versions. We have found what the improvement was. What they've been focusing on for the last 5 months. They've been making a cow. Yeah! At least now we know what they were doing. Let's see here. We have a Slith. Hi, Slith. I wish I could look up and down, but I don't know how to. Okay, oh, well, I pressed end while page down, and that somehow got me to this view. And now I can't do anything. And, that page down looks down, but page up doesn't look up. Okay, I see. Delete to page down for whatever reason. What a weird setup, but okay, at least we're getting somewhere. Yeah, let's actually try and look down and see what we see. Honestly, it's kind of annoying with the AI here, you know? Oh, look, it's a pupae. Yeah, so they have worked a lot on like getting a bunch of the models of enemies in the final game that we didn't see in the previous version. Like, I don't think there were slits. There definitely weren't pupaes. There weren't any Nelly cows. For some reason, they really love Nelly cows here. They had mantas, which were working, but now aren't. Oh, look, it's the tentacle in a very, very beta version. Seriously, I just want to look at stuff, but no! These two are going to just stand around and shoot me over and over. And I can't infight. And what the in God's name is this thing? Ah, hi. What are you? I can't exactly be fully interested, though, because nothing's moving. They're just like meshes right now. Like, this is really a prototype just to showcase stuff. Like, this is some weird blob. I don't even know. Okay, let's continue moving on. Because this is totally cool. Oh, a gas bag. I think gas bags will work in the previous version as well as tentacles. But you know, all their AI isn't working right now for some reason. And then we have a random hawk here. Because reasons. Yeah. Another unused enemy that we never really saw working. And then what happens here? What is this? Like when I die or something, it like kills me or so and switches my view to third person or something? That's all I'm getting. Like, I'm really lost. Oh, look, it's a Nally. This is the first version with a Nally. Look at that. You get to see the African stereotype dude in all his glory. Yeah, Nallies are basically African people. It's pretty much. Welcome to Unreal. We threw stereotypical Africans everywhere. Oh, look, the Krow's working. Yeah, this is the first version with Crow with a very awkward looking gun. But yeah, that's a Crow. Look at that. There is a Crow in this version. He's starting out. So there is improvements in terms of what is there for enemies, even if everything else was broken due to it. Oh my god, the queen just moved! There's the Scar Queen. She hopped. We're doomed. She's like a giant mummified queen. What the heck? Oh my god. It's me! Hi! It's the new version of me. This is what like the final game version looks like in comparison to the one that I'm kind of controlling right now. That's interesting. Apparently they were. What are you doing? What are you doing? I don't even know. And then we have a random dragon and a random fly. Oh look, flies. Oh god, they have the flies now. They didn't know that they were going to do that evil stuff. Oh god, there's a dragon still. But it seems like that weird hybrid version between things. And then we have a random turret here, which does nothing. Could you please, like, not get bothered by you guys? It's really annoying. And then, of course, the scars hit everything and bouncing everyone around. It's absolutely insane. And now, of course, I keep dying because, the fact of the matter that they just made a giant room with every enemy in it. And said, look around! Look at everything! Look at this awesome mercenary with a hockey mask! Yeah, Jason Voorhees with a hockey mask. Oh, look, Sky trying to murder me! Oh, look, a giant titan! The Sky just shot the titan! We're doomed. Oh, look, it's another player model, a male one. That's it. Just keep walking towards, the Warlord because I can't walk there myself without getting killed because of scars. Seriously! What type of scar just shoots everyone roguely like that? Warlord. And yeah, that's everything. Lots of enemies that we see in the final game, plus the random blob thing. And some other little random things like the turret. And the hockey, of course. Jump over that. Oh, it's me! Well, the alpha version of me. Well, alpha version of me. And then we have all these random hawk images here. You would think they would infight, but nope. Well, this is boring. Like, honestly, I think we were getting closer to the final game in the last version. Like, this is really terrible. This is really terrible. I mean, the one thing is that it shows it has a lot of enemies. Like I said, it seems like this was like another monster preview, like the original one. But in terms of everything else, there's nothing else going on here. Like, everything else was broken. Like, what happened to the functionality of everything else that had been up to this point? Yeah. Like, you you would think there would be something, going on. But nope, really no idea what's going on here. Like, there's really nothing going on here. So yeah, this is a pretty boring version, honestly. Like, honestly, there was so much more I feel going on with the other versions. Maybe due to the fact of the matter that there was actually sound. You know what? I'm going to try and be generous to it and say before we fully bash this version that maybe it's due to the fact of the matter that I've been playing the entire thing with direct sound. Maybe if I turn it back to not enable direct sound like it was initially, maybe that won't break anymore. Yeah. So yeah, this is pretty much just a bare bone showcase of monsters. Like that's totally it. There's really nothing else going on here at all. Yeah, the last version was just showcasing the graphics and whatnot, and showcasing the different little platforms and all that. But it had stuff going on. It had music. It had like it felt like the game was evolving. It felt like it was building up. I felt like I was getting close to Unreal itself, and I was happy. This version doesn't exactly feel like that. It really didn't feel like the next big version. It feels like here we created some fake monsters in the map. We mostly broke everything. Like honestly, the only thing that was working here that wasn't working in the previous version was the Crow. We lost a bunch of AI that was working. We had lost a bunch of different things that were working, and I'm not really seeing the benefit of it. I just don't get it. I'm not sure if this is like let's just compile something quickly as like a quick test just to showcase what the large number of monsters are going to be, or what was going on. But yeah, this does not feel like anything is going on here. It doesn't feel that interesting. It feels like an absolute mess comparison to older versions. Like that was more playable than this. This just didn't feel playable. It didn't feel like we had any gameplay at all. I mean, we didn't have any in the last one, but like I said, it felt more like Unreal. I could feel Unreal, in that. It was still basic and still, the beginning. It was still a beta version, but it felt like Unreal was starting to come together. This feels like it just took a massive step back. Um, yeah, I don't really know how to say about this one. It's kind of there. We know where Unreal eventually came up and it went good, so that's good. But I'm still trying to exactly figure out, why do we need to take this step? Like, what do we really gain out of this? Like I said, at the most, all I can really assume is that this, was like a very incomplete version of the game or so, and it was basically just compiled as a thing to showcase what all the enemies would be in the game. Not so much of let's showcase, exactly features in the game like previous versions were. Maybe they had like different specifications for what they were trying to show, and so they would compile different parts of it based on that. And so we're not actually seeing everything that had been designed at that point. We're seeing what they exactly were just showcasing to show off at this point, but based on their specifications. And yeah, tech demos, and it could just have been like a tech demo, could have been anything. After all, Looking Glass Studios had to do one like every month or so, and I know that like detracted a lot from them because they had to focus so much on the tech demos that they couldn't really focus on actually getting the game where they wanted to get it. Is they had to go so out of their way to basically make all this crazy stuff. So yeah, maybe it's good that they did this, and maybe this was something kind of like that. I'm not really sure. This is what happens when you don't really get much documentation about anything. You just kind of take guesses and wing it, because all the documentation I could have doesn't work in Windows 7. So yeah, we're kind of out of luck. This is what happens when you use help files. Seriously, the lesson here is never use help files. Like they don't have any future compatibility at all. Unless you want to use stuff like use TXT files or something like that. That works fine. Like I don't get why on earth you'd ever use a help file. I guess at the time they didn't think let's make future compatibility though, because why on earth are you going to make future compatibility for your beta version of a game? Yeah. Anyway, with all that in mind, thank you very much all for watching. I know this has been pretty pointless, especially after like a few weeks of reading just to get to this. But yeah, it felt like it just was kind of really nothing here. Yeah. Why did we do this again? So with all that in mind, thank you very much all for watching. I shall see you all next time.